Morning, guys. Very early on Saturday morning, and I'm headed to the Porsche Experience Center in Carson. I got an email invitation to come hang out. They're having a drive it sort of cars and coffee, and I thought, you know what, I've not gotten this 993 out in quite a while. Seems like the appropriate scenario, an excuse. So that's where we're headed. Should be interesting. You know, most Porsche followers or aficionados are all about anything that offers a chance to see, experience, be around any kind of Porsche-focused event, me included. And that is what we will do. I don't know if you guys have been to that center in LA, or Carson, I should say, but it's pretty cool. Lots of old stuff, kind of a museum-based environment on one part, and you've got the driving experience course just outside, the cafe. Have a really cool simulator experience. I've done that a number of times. I haven't quite done the driving experience yet. I haven't completely found it worth my investment just yet. I mean, I think it's a cool and novel idea, but already having a car, having had another one, I'm not quite there. Part of it is that it's not that cheap. Now, they're Porsches, so you can't expect them to just give it away, right? But if you were to go to an exotic car rental place for around the same money, you get a car for a 24-hour period. Probably wouldn't be any less miles. I mean, the course is for 30 minutes, and you go around and you do all these various things. But I don't know, I just feel like I want to have it at my disposal. I think it's cool that they give you an opportunity to learn how to drive the cars effectively. So it's not to say I won't ever do it, but I'm just not there yet. Alright guys, well, I'm here at the Experience Center. I got here about maybe 7:25. The event starts at 8, and there was a line probably a good 130 yards long all the way around the corner back behind me of just cars that are waiting to get in. So my effort to come early ended up with me being about probably the 27th car in the line, and so we're just now getting ready to go in. It's not quite 8 yet, but they're starting to let people in because, well, the cars are just backed up like crazy. But you got some of everything here, and just met a guy here up in front of me, and the guy in front of him, they're driving some 991s. One's got a GTS, got this special edition in front of me, which is really nice, 50th anniversary. But there's going to be some really cool stuff here, so I look forward to you guys getting a chance to see once I'm in what's really going on. This is probably going to be pretty epic. Glad I got up and came out for this thing. Stay tuned. All right, guys, here we are at the Porsche Experience show today, and there's a lot going on. If you can just kind of see behind me here, that is Main Street, and tons of cars coming in back here. You can see there's a line. Like I said before, I was probably the 20th something car to show up, but there is just a ton on display today. I'm right here in the very end. See Bluey down there. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be quite a show. We got a lot going on, a lot scheduled. Just kind of look around. And there is everything here from 924s, 944s to GT2 RSs. You name it, it's here, man. Got a 914 over here, becoming a classic. Even got a guy showed up in his BMW. Hey, it's all love, baby. But we'll keep you posted on what happens, but it's gonna be interesting. kind of give you a look at what's out here right now. This is artistry at its finest. That is impeccable. Got the houndstooth inside. That is nice. That is too nice. That gear lever, that's pretty cool. Little cup holder down there. That's neat. Beautiful car. Show be without this one.
Yeah. No doubt.
That is nasty. So guys, so I just did the simulator, which is a lot of fun. I mean, it gives you a chance to like basically do Forza or Need for Speed or one of those types of things, but in a real like simulated car. But I'm just checking out the interior here. If you guys haven't come to this place, I'd highly suggest it. They got a ton of stuff you'll enjoy looking at. These are some of the favorite cars in my era. Just kind of take you on a little trip down memory lane right here. We got a 944 S2, extremely rare car. And that would be like an 87, 88, 89 model. Kind of tell by the fog lights are a little different. It's got the houndstooth interior. This is a pretty rare car. A car like this would run you somewhere between mid-20s, 30s, depending on mileage. The 944s are definitely coming into their own, kind of getting traction in terms of the collectability, because you know, the 911s have started to kind of skyrocket. A lot of people just want to get into the brand in a collector sort of capacity, and starting to focus on those cars, as well as this one, the 928. This is like a late 70s, and you can kind of tell by looking at it, it's very retro. This is a unique one. This color I've never seen, this interior combination, it stands out. I mean, this is a car that if you see it anywhere, you're definitely gonna stop and take notice. Only has leather on the bolster. But if you look, it has nothing underneath. It kind of sits kind of high. It almost looks like an all-wheel drive. Really small wheels. I mean, back in the day, they didn't I mean, 15s were a big wheel back in the day. This has 16, so that was supercar-esque. Very nice. Over here we got a very limited edition Turbo S 944. Actually, this is a 968. Derivative of the 944.
Oh,
That's kind of where it came from. Same big 4-cylinder engine. This is a Turbo S. A car like this is probably going to run you somewhere in the 40s, especially low mileage. It's just a limited car.
Did you bring that to the U.S.?
No, absolutely not.
We're on Instagram now.
Yeah, say hi, guys. Lovely car, though. Lovely car. mean, it could run you more than that. You'd have to import that car. It's very nice. And then they had the 924, which was the smaller sibling of the 944. That came in a GTS model or a turbo. They were very underrated, and now I think they're starting to get a lot of attention because it was just a great car in its day, and it's still a really good car for cup racing. This would be a race car. Still exceptionally engineered. It's be a late 80s model. There's a lot of nice stuff in here. Got a couple of race cars on the floor. The 918 over here. We saw one of these when we pulled up. And then you got the Magic Lab, which is back here. Yeah, all kind of stuff back here. Now you can't go in there, I don't think, without an appointment. But it's a really cool thing to see. Sort of the engines broken down. You got some race cars in there. It's where they do maintenance and whatnot. Look at the size of these tires here. That's bananas. This is a really cool thing to come see. So if you haven't done this, guys, I highly suggest it. I'm gonna go back outside and just kind of see what's out here in the public. If you want to pick up something, they got cars out here for sale. This one's for sale. This is a 70s model. It's been retroed out or raced out. Look at the tires on this thing. This is my favorite part of the car right here. Casualties of war. I've never seen such a vibrant array of dead bug guts. But if you want it, it's one of those situations no price is shown, because if you got to ask the price, you're probably not going to be able to get it. I'm not asking. Just a wide array of things out here, though, man. This is obviously Porsches everywhere. I've got some BMWs. Here's one of my all-time favorites. I had a chance to maybe pick one of these up about 2 years ago. It was going to cost quite a bit. I think at the time it was $160. Now this is a 4S. The one I looked at was a turbo, and it's vibrant, sort of a burgundy blood, sort of red color. Beautiful car. But these just have such a beautiful stance. The tail on it. The ground effect kit. This looks amazing. I like the gloves. Handicap sticker and racing gloves. Officer, I couldn't have been going as fast as you say. I had a handicap sticker on this car. There's no way I was driving like that. Huh. This is really good advertising. Hey, I've got this beautiful 911 for sale, but it's not the car that's for sale. It's a car cover. So if you want a car cover for $991, there you go. M3 here. Got a Viper and a GT40. That's the straightaway. And you get to rent a car and go as fast as you can, and I think it's a half a mile long. That's pretty exciting. Here's a rare car. Ain't a Porsche. An orange NSX. Don't see that every day. But the Porsche Experience Center, it's in Carson, off of Main Street, 405. It's really great facility, lots to do. You can do corporate stuff in here. It's pretty cool. I'm sure most of you know about this place, but if you haven't been here, like I said, I highly suggest you give it a shot. Just see what it's about. You don't have to pay to come in, so it's not an overly expensive experience. It's, you know, the simulators are, you know, 20 something bucks, but you got a wide variety of options. I had to show you guys this. And then there's one other car I want you to see. One of my favorite cars of all time. Anybody remember that show, Magnum PI? 308 GTB?
I love these.
That's a work of art. That design will never get old. All right, you guys have got to see this thing. This has got to be the most unique and bizarre sighting in the whole place, right? But it's kind of cool. It's actually very cool. I actually liked this car when I was coming up. Fake Ferrari. This would be a 1987 Fiero GT. I still like this car. If I could get a hold of one cheap enough and drop a more reliable engine in it, I don't know, maybe like a Toyota something, maybe a Mazda Speed 3 turbo engine, that wouldn't be a bad car to tool around in. It's still a decent looking design. I mean, if you think about the Ferrari I just looked at, there are a lot of similarities in the design, and that's what they were going for, but this is a fun little car. Got T-tops. I'm sure it leaks like hell. I mean, I can tell by looking at it. It's not the best seam, but again, just a cool car. Got a lot of people heading out. You've been hearing that noise. That's guys getting on the freeway taking off. Again, a lot of cool stuff out here, man. This is a pretty good day. I'm glad I got that email. It's kind of a last minute thing. He's on the other side. I was hoping to catch a couple of GT3s getting on the freeway. Very uneventful. Oh, there's a Noble. Noble comes out of Britain. You don't see those often. This guy in a VW, he's got a little exhaust on it. Sounds pretty cool. Hey, rev that up for me. Nice, bro. I like that. That's a sleeper, ladies and gentlemen. He said he has a BRZ engine in it. Or at least an H4 from a Subaru. I assume it's a BRZ. Let's see if he wants to get on it. That's pretty cool, man. There he is. Let's see what he does. Oh, damn. He's rolling in that thing. This dude in this old 924 is all creeping in front of him. He wouldn't get on it because he couldn't. That sucked. But that was cool. Cool. Retro fitted. Or retro car with a modern engine. That was neat. Alright, well, I'm gonna head out, guys. It's been a fun day. Again, check this place out if you haven't. It'd be worth your time. Peace out.